Adam here again. So, today we're going to be doing something different. We're going to be reading The Giver. Because, you know what, why the heck not? Giver is one of my favorite books ever. Ever created. So, yeah, let's just get right into it. The Giver by Louis Leary. Gosh, I can't even find the first... Where? Chapter 1. It was almost December, and Jonas was beginning to be fresh. Oh my gosh, I'm not good at this. Okay. I'm not good at reading these kinds of things. I'm just saying. Jonas was beginning to be frightened. No, wrong word. Jonas thought frightened meant that deep, sickening feeling of something terrible about to happen. Frightened was the way he felt a year ago when an unidentified aircraft had overflown the community twice. He had seen it both times. Squinting towards the sky, he had seen the sleek jet, almost a blur at its high speed, go past. Then a second later, he heard a blast of sound followed. Then one more time, a moment later, from opposite direction, the same. Wait a minute. Okay, I want to see where it ends. Where is it? Okay, it's not that actually far. It's just gonna be like a long freaking time. Okay, so you're not gonna see my face during this. So where was I? Then one more time, a moment later, from the opposite direction, the same plane. At first, he had been only fascinated. He had never seen aircraft. He had never seen aircraft so close, for it was against the rules for pilots to fly over the community. Occasionally, when supplies were delivered by cargo planes to the landing field across the river, children rode their bikes to the river. Oh my... I'm sorry, guys, I'm getting sick. Okay. Where was I? The children rode their bikes to the riverbank and watched, intrigued. The unloading and then the takeoff directed to the west had always been away from the community. But the aircraft a year ago had been different. It was not a squat looking, wait a minute. It was not a squat, fat-bellied cargo plane, but a needle-nosed, single-pilot jet. Jonas looked around anxiously. Oh my gosh, I cannot say this word. Anxiously. Jonas, looking around anxiously, had seen others, adults as well as children, stop what they were doing and wait, confused, for an explanation of the frightening event. Then all the citizens had been ordered to go to the nearest building and stay there. Immediately, the raspy voice through the speaker had said, "Leave your bicycles where they are." Instantly, obediently, Jonas had dropped his bike on its side and on the path behind the family's dwelling, and had run indoors and stayed there alone. His parents were both at work, and his sister Lily was at child care center, where she spent the after-school hours. Through the front window, he had seen no people, none of the busy afternoon crew of street cleaners, landscaper, workers, and food delivery people who had usually populated the community at that time of day. You only see abandoned bikes here and there on their side. An upturned wheel was still revolving slowly. He had been frightened by them. The sense of his own community silent, waiting, made his stomach turn. He had trembled, but it had been nothing. Within minutes, the speaker had crackled and the voice, reassuring now and less urgent, had explained that a pilot in training has misread. Sorry, guys. Had misread his navigational instruction and made a wrong turn. Definitely, the pilot had been trying to make his way back before the air was noticed. Needless to say, he will be released. Oh, yeah. The voice had said, followed. Wait a minute. The voice had said, followed by the silence. By the silence. Oh my gosh. Followed by silence. There was an ironic tone to the final message, as if the speaker found it amusing. And Jonas smiled for a bit. Let me just do this for a second. There. I'm going to stop at chapter 2. So... where was I? Okay. Jonas had smiled had smiled a little. Jonas and, dang it. There was an ironic tone to the final message, as if the speaker found it amusing. Already been 6 minutes, okay. Sorry, guys. The speaker, as if the speaker found it amusing. And Jonas had found it a little, and Jonas had smiled a little, though he knew what grim statement it had been. For a contributing citizen to be released from the community with a final decision, a terrible punishment, an overwhelming state of failure. Even children were scolded if they used the term lightly at play, jeering at their teammates' horror. Oh my gosh! Even the children were scolded if they used the term lightly at play, jeering at a teammate who missed the catch or stumbled in a race. Jonas had once done it. He had shouted at his best friend, "That's it, Asher, you're released." When Asher's clumsy air had lost the match for a seat. He had been taken aside for a brief and serious talk by the coach. He held his head high. He held his head with guilt. He hung his head with guilt and embarrassment, and apologized to Asher after the game. Now thinking about the feeling of fear as he pedaled home along the river path, he remembered that moment of painful, stomach-sinking terror when the aircraft streaked above. Okay. Oh, this is long. I remember reading this book, man. Okay. It was not what he was feeling right now. With December approaching, he searched for the right word to describe his own feeling. Jonas was careful about language, not like his friend Asher, who talked too fast and mixed things up, scrambling words and phrases until they were barely recognizable, and often very funny. Jonas grinned, remembering the morning that Asher had dashed into the classroom late as usual, arriving breathlessly in the middle of the chatting morning. In the middle of the chanting of the morning anthem, when the class took their seats at the conclusion of the patriotic hem, Asher remained standing to make his public apology, which was required. I apologize for inconveniencing my learning community. Asher ran through the standard apology rapidly, still catching his breath. The instructor and the class waited patiently for his explanation. All the students had been grinning because they had to listen to Ash's explanation many times before. I left home at the correct time, but when I was running along the near hatchery, the crew was separating some salmon. I guess I got distraught watching them. I apologized to my classmates, Asher concluded. He smoothed his rumpled tunic and snapped down. We accept your apology, Asher. The class recited the standard response in unison. Many of the students were biting their lips to keep from laughing. I accept your apology, Asher, the instructor said. He was smiling, and I thank you because once again you have provided an opportunity for a lesson in language. Distraught is too strong an adjective to describe a salmon baby. Actually, no, it's not. This community is very messed up. Okay. Actually, maybe it is. He turned and wrote distraught on the instruction board. Beside it, he wrote distraught. No, distracted. Jonas neared... Oh, wait. No. Okay. Whatever. Jonas neared his home, smiling at the recollection, thinking still, as he wheeled his bike into its narrow port beside the door. He realized that frightened was the wrong word to describe his feeling. Now that December was almost here, it was too strong an adjective. He waited He waited a long time for special December. He waited a long time for special December. Wait a minute, where is it? Oh my gosh, I'm bad at this, guys. I'm seriously bad at this. I'm so sorry. I just wanted to read this because it's one of my favorite books ever. And you guys should go check it out, by the way. Okay, back to the book. Stop selling out. Now that December was almost here, it was too strong an adjective. He waited a long time for this special December. Now that it was almost upon him. He wasn't frightened, but he was eager, he decided. He was eager for it to come. He was excited, certainly. All of the 11s were excited about the event that would be coming so soon. There was a little shudder of nervousness when he thought about it. About what might happen. Apprehensive, Jonas decided. That's what I am. It's funny and sad. And cute. And the book is better than the movie, okay? Who wants to be the first tonight for feelings? John's father asked at the conclusion of their evening meal. It was one of the rituals. The evening of telling feelings. That sounds so stupid. For me, at least. I don't like that kind of thing. I'd rather just keep my feelings to myself. How far away? Only 3 peaches away, okay. Gosh, this is a long book. Okay. Who wants to be the first tonight for feeling? Jonas' father asked at the conclusion of their evening meal. It was one of the rituals, the evening telling of feeling. Sometimes Jonas and his sisters Lily argued over who would get to go first. Their parents, of course, were part of the ritual too. They told their feelings each evening, but like all parents, all adults, they didn't fight and wheedle. Okay, guys, I'm sorry, but where is it? Where is it? What is that word? Like, wheedle? Wheedle. Or wheedle. Whatever. For their turn. Nor did Jonas tonight. His feelings were too complicated this evening. He wanted to share them, but he wasn't eager to begin the process of shifting through his own complicated emotions. Even with the help that he knew his parents could give. "You go, Lily," he said, seeing his sister, who was much younger, only 7, wiggling with impatience in her chair. "I felt very angry this afternoon," Lily announced. My caretaker group, my child care group was in the play area, and we had a visiting group of 7s. They didn't obey the rules at all. One of them, a male, don't even know his name, kept going right in front of the line. Where it's like, even though the rest of us were all angry, I felt so angry at him. I made a fist like this. He held up Clint's fist to the rest of the family smiled at her small defiant gesture. "Why do you think the visitor didn't obey the rules?" Mother asked. Lily considered and shook her head. "I don't know. They acted like animals?" Jonas suggested. He laughed. "That's right," Lily said, laughing too. "Like animals. Neither child knew what word meant exactly, but often was used to describe someone uneducated or clumsy, someone who didn't fit in. Were these visitors from?" His father asked. Lily frowned, trying to remember. "Our leader told us when he made a welcoming speech, but I can't remember. I guess I wasn't paying attention. It was from a community. They had to leave. They had to leave very early, and they changed their midday. They had their midday meal on the bus." Oh shoot! I just hit my blinds. Mother nodded. "Do you think it's possible that their rules may have been different? They simply did not know what your play areas rules were?" Lily shrugged. Shrug it? How long is... I've been recording for 17 minutes and I'm only on page 5. And what, there's 10 pages, so I'm halfway there. It's already been 17. Okay, I gotta go faster. Lily shrugged and nodded. "I suppose. You visited other communities, haven't you?" Jonas asked. "My group has often." Lily nodded again. "When we were 6s, we went and shared a whole day of school with a group of 6s in their community. How did you feel when you were there?" Lily frowned. "I felt strange, because their methods were different. They were learning usages that my group hadn't learned yet, so we felt stupid." Father was listening with interest. "I'm thinking, Lily," he said, "about the boy who didn't obey the rules today. Do you think it's possible he felt strange and stupid being in a new place with rules he didn't know about yet?" Lily pondered that. "Yes," she said finally. "I feel a little sorry for him," Jonas said. "Even though I don't even know him, I feel sorry for anyone who's in a place that they feel strange or stupid." "How do you feel now, Lily? Still angry?" "I guess not," Lily decided. "I guess I'm feeling a little sorry. I feel a little sorry for him now. And sorry I made a fist," she grinned. Jonas smiled back at his sister. "The only feelings were always straightforward, fairly simple, usually easy to resolve." Ow! Ow! That hurts so much. Okay, back to the book. Ow, my back. Been recording all day. Okay. Okay. So, back to the book. Jonas smiled at his sister. Lily's feelings were always straightforward, fairly simple, usually easy to resolve. He guessed that his own had been too, when he was 7. He listened politely, though not attentively. Attentively. I love that word, attentively. I love saying that word, attentively. Attentively. He was, though not very attentively, while his father took his turn. Ew. Ew. Something just dropped. Just 1 second, guys. Oh, ew. Oh, gosh. Okay. Will that drop? Oh, it's just my stupid wireless keyboard. And if you notice something, I'm on my bed. Because I've had a long... Oh, wait. It's been recording upside down. I've had a long day. So this is my wireless keyboard, guys. It doesn't work, but I like it. It's a very nice keyboard. Yeah. Sorry, guys. With my trophy. Actually, technically, it's my great-grandparents' trophy. They were like, I don't know how old. I'm pretty sure they were younger. But they got that trophy a long time ago. They're dead now, but yeah. What's that? Oh shoot, that scared me. I found something. Oh, that's my bike light. Okay, I'm sorry, guys. Totally got distracted. Back to the book. Okay. So, where were we? We were... He listened politely, though not attentively, while his father took his turn, describing his feeling of worry that he had that day of work, a concern about a new child who wasn't doing well. His father's title was nurturer. He and the other nurturers were responsible for all physical and emotional needs of every new child. Emotional needs of every new child during its earliest life. It was important. It was a very important job. Jonas knew. It was a very important job, Jonas knew, but it wasn't one that interested him very much. What was the gender? Lily asked. Male. His father said. He was a sweet little male with a lovely disposition. I'm bad at words. Disposition. But he isn't growing as fast as he should. And he doesn't sleep soundly. We have him in the extra care section for supplementary nurturing. But the committee is beginning to talk about releasing him. Oh no. Mother Murpard. Sorry guys, I am very not good at this. Okay, so... 23 minutes. I'm so sorry guys. You're gonna watch 23 minutes of me just horribly saying stuff. Okay, how many more pages? Only 2 more pages. Oh no, Mother murmured. Save me. Sympathically. I know what that word is, I just can't say it. Sympathically as well. Release of a new child is always sad because they hadn't had a chance to enjoy life within the community yet. They hadn't done anything wrong. There was only 2 occasions of release that were which were not punishable. Release of the elderly, which was a time for celebration for a life well and fully lived, and the release of a new child, which always brought a sense of what we could have done. This was especially troublesome for nurturers, like father, who felt they had failed somehow, but it happened very rarely. Well, father said, I'm going to keep trying. I may asked the committee for permission to bring him here for at night. If you don't mind, you know what extra the night crew nurturers are like. I think this guy needs a little something extra. Of course, Mother said, and Jonas Lily nodded. They had heard her father complain about the night crew before. It was a lesser job, night crew nurturing, assigned for those who lacked interest or skill or insight for more vital jobs of daytime hours. Most of the people on the night crew had not even been given spouses because they lacked somehow the essential capacity to connect to others, which was required for the creation of a family unit. Maybe we could even keep him, Lily suggested sweetly, trying to look innocent. Look what fake Jonas knew. They all knew. Lily, Mother reminded her, smiling, you know the rules. 2 child, 1 male, 1 female to each family unit. It's written very clearly. You know what? Screw rules. I'm sorry, but screw the rules in this. Lily giggled. Well, she said, I thought maybe just this one. Next, Mother, who held a prominent position at the Department of Justice, talked about her feelings. Today, at a repeat offender had been brought before her. Someone who had broken the rules before. Someone who she had hoped had been acquitted and fairly punished. Who had been restored to his place, his job, his house, his home, and his family unit. To see him brought before her a second time caused her overwhelming feeling of frustration and anger, even guilt that she hadn't made a difference in his life. Oh, there's a cut in the book, dang it. I feel frightened too for him, she confessed. You know that there's no third chance. The rules say there's a third transgression. He simply has to be released. Jonas shivered. He knew it happened. Even a boy in his group of 11 whose father had been released years before. No one ever mentioned it. The disgrace was unspeakable. Unspeakable. Okay. It's not actually that long. From his place at the table, Father reached over to took her hand. Wait a minute. No, wait. Oh, gosh. Yeah. Lily stood up and went to her mother. She stroked her mother's arm. From his place at the table, Father reached over. Crap. Okay, so yeah. So guys, I have to go right now. I'll be back in just a second. See you guys later in the next video, which will be in a few seconds. Bye bye.